Hey guys, Arcane Hulk here today. A bit of a shorter video, real quick to gloss over the gameplay in the background. I got into the luckiest Rumble lobby ever, picked myself up a sum of all tiers, and it was just good fun all the way around. But today I want to talk to you about the competitive meta, how I think it's going to change, just based off of what I see and some random speculation thrown around by the community, whether it be on Reddit or on various podcasts such as Planet Destiny and other sources as well. But I think the meta will stay fairly stagnant. The only thing that might change is one or two weapons and maybe a few perks and some skill trees. We'll start off with talking about the big boy nerf, the one that a lot of people are happy about, and that is the Thorn nerf. So for those of you who don't know, Thorn got its damage reduced to 2 damage per tick and only 4 ticks instead of 6. So with this, it will probably take around 2 headshots and 1 body shot to secure a kill, or maybe even as little as 1 headshot and 2 body shots. Now, before you start clapping your hands, hooting and hollering, all that stuff, just make sure that you do not underestimate this weapon. It'll still be a great weapon. It'll still be very powerful. If you've used Thorn or if you've earned it back in year 1, you'll know that the gun is still very simple to use, especially if you send it for the range or perfect balance for those quick follow-up shots. Headshots in this game are very easy to get, and if it only takes 1 or 2, then Thorn is still going to be a very annoying weapon to fight against. Of course, the burn will be a little bit more manageable, but we will see once we get to it. Just don't overlook that weapon just yet. Now, there is one thing. If Thorn turns out to be absolutely horrible, then this will open the door for Last Word to be the premier dominant hand cannon. If you already play on maps such as Anomaly or Asylum, you'll see it's rampant with Last Word shotgun users, and that is a little bit troublesome for me and a few other people. Now, I do realize that the Thorn or not the Thorn, the Last Word exotic perk is getting nerfed, so it can't 2-tap to the head from the hip anymore. But still, just the fact that it's still a very powerful close-range hand cannon that deals massive damage very quickly, it's still going to be probably top tier. I don't see that changing anytime soon. It's just too good where it is, and I do think it still needs a little bit of a range nerf, but that's just me. Now, where things really get interesting are with sniper rifles. So, sniper scopes, the ambush SRL-10, or no, Longview SRL-10, sorry. The ambush scope and the short gaze are all getting adjusted. I don't want to say nerfed, but they are changing a little bit. They should feel a little bit more clunky up close, but if you're sniping at range, it should still feel relatively the same. Now, where things get interesting are you will be able to res snipe with lower impact sniper rifles now. So things like Patience and Time, Hereafter, and even the Defiance of Yasmin. Now, why a lot of people are worried about the Defiance of Yasmin is that it has very high aim assist already, and that it probably won't be affected by the scope adjustments, because it doesn't use a traditional scope like the ambush, long view, or short gaze. It has its own special sights which already work very well up close with the high aim assist. It probably won't affect that gun very much or at all. So just the fact that you can res snipe with a faster firing sniper that still has great aim assist and very easy to control up close has a lot of people worried, and some people consider that a buff to snipers as far as an adjustment or nerf, if you will. Now, of course, if you do see this, you will it's going to be a little bit harder to fight against. They will have faster follow-up shots and it will be harder to challenge, but I do think you'll still need a 1,000-yard stare or a high-impact sniper to fight warlocks using Radiant Skin and the Ram, just because they have so much more armor and they tank a lot more damage. But I think the new meta will be something like the Last Word Defiance of Yasmin, so still fairly stagnant, but a slight change there. Now, Quick Res is getting nerfed as well. You will not be able to run straight through someone with Light Beyond Nemesis and pick them up. You actually have to get half a meter closer to them and stand there for a little while to pick them up. Now, I do want to pose one question to you guys. Does this make Quick Res exotics with the Keeper of the Pack, you know, Crest of Alpha Lupi, Light Beyond Nemesis, does this change make those armor pieces a little bit more relevant? I think to an extent they do, because it takes a little bit longer. Instead of 5 seconds before you can pick some up, it takes 7 now, and then 2 more seconds each time after. I really think it makes it so you're bottlenecked a little bit more towards using those exotics because you need to revive your teammates a little bit quicker. But we will see. It may not be a big change at all. It may be a huge change. We don't know yet, but I expect it to be a little bit more leaning towards you have to equip those exotics. But like I said, we'll see. Other weapons to look out for, you should definitely look out for the Suros regime to be exact. That gun looks like it's going to be a monster, especially with the damage buff it's getting. I expect to see a lot of Suros in Trials of Osiris and in 3v3 game modes, as well as some other weapons like the Satyrian Rapier. It is a hung jury variant scout rifle. It's not Omelon, it's just a classic scout rifle from Dark Below. This gun is very cool, and if you can get some good perks on it, it'll operate just like a hung jury, and you just might see that around. Of course, Mida will still be great, even though they removed the high caliber rounds intrinsic perk, but all in all, I think it will be a good time. So, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think about the changes down below. I'd love to hear it. And I'm working on the mic quality. I'm trying to fix it a little bit. Maybe I'll buy a mic. Maybe it might be a Yeti, maybe a Blue Snowball, something like that. But that will come soon. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you guys on the sticks. Thank you.